I started my final journey to the permanent diaconate about 14 years ago. However, as a 21-year-old, I answered the call to the priesthood, which led me into the Descalz Carmelite order, where I spent 7 years but never got ordained. I had finished my studies for the priesthood and ended up with a diploma in theology from Mathew University and a higher certificate in public speaking from the Guildhall School in London. After 12 years of working as a sacristan and a house parent in a hostel, I qualified as a speech and drama teacher. Around this time, a friend of mine from my student days mentioned the permanent diaconate program to me, and so I decided to do a year's degree course in All Hallows College, especially designed for people with my theological qualification. While there, I was informed that the Dublin Diocese were starting a program for the parish pastoral workers. With the encouragement of one of the lads on the course, I decided to apply for it, and to my surprise I got on the course, and after training to master's diploma level, got the job and completed my master's degree while working my first year as a parish pastoral worker in Finglas West. However, as the permanent diaconate is a voluntary ministry position, I could not afford to take it up at that time, but planned on applying for it when the time was right. That time came about 2016, but as I was in the ministry as a parish pastoral worker, it was perceived that it might be a problem for me to become a permanent deacon while still ministering as a pastoral worker, something I would have to eventually make a decision about. There was also the studies, the extra pastoral work, and the 5 weekends away, including the annual retreat. It wasn't going to be an easy few years, but I believed that if it was God's will, He would sort it out. The permanent diaconate is not just a vocation for the deacon, as the vast majority of permanent deacons are married men with children and depend on their families for support, especially their wives. It has been a struggle working, studying and fulfilling all the parish pastoral requirements for the diaconate programme, as well as fulfilling my commitments as a parish pastoral worker. This was made more difficult as both ministries, while being distinct, have some crossover, and herein lies the problem. In the end though, between trusting in the Lord and the support of the two most important women in my life, Our Lady and Martina, everything worked out just right. With regards to making a decision between being a parish pastoral worker and a permanent deacon, again the Lord made things easy for me. Just as it was approaching ordination time, the diocese were looking for voluntary redundancies, and it seemed like a perfect time to draw a line under my ministry as a parish pastoral worker, freeing me up to put myself into the ministry of the permanent deacon. A new chapter of my spiritual journey has now begun, one in which Martina can take a more active role, which is only right, as I take up my appointment at Selbridge. However, because of the pandemic, it has been difficult to get to Selbridge up to this point. Thanks to Father Binoy, Father John and Father George here in Mathew Parish, where Martina works as a parish secretary, I have been able to help out as a deacon at the Sunday Mass until it is safe for me to physically carry out my ministry in Selbridge. I can never thank these men enough for the support they have given me at this awkward stage of my ministerial transition. For now, my ministry in Selbridge has to be virtual until such time as the situation improves. To finish, I just want to say a very special thank you to Martina, who has always supported me in everything. I love you very much.